Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the telephone hop game. Now I am hopping after Carina, and this is the layout that she made. It's a really fun Hogwarts layout with lots of fun things. I am not going to be using Hogwarts. I am going to be doing some photos of the beach where Christopher and I had a date. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here, so let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I'm starting out with this dotted Swiss khaki cardstock, and then I have this blue and cream floral from My Mind's Eye that I'm going to go ahead and place over the top of it. Now I do have this red paper that I've decided will be a great way to break up the line between the khaki and the blue and white pattern paper. And I trim it down so that it is 1 inch wide, and I'm going to go ahead and place that down. I actually left on the branding strip portion of it, and I just trimmed that off the edge. So now I've got the base to my page, which is good. And then I decided to use this blue and cream polka dot from Authentique. And I'm going to go ahead and place that so that it goes all the way almost to the edge of the page over here. Now, when I saw this dot right here, I decided to pull out that large flare from Dottie About Flare. And now, just to cut off that edge, I went ahead and added a little bit more adhesive, just so that the papers would hold down and it would be easier to get a straight line cut with my scissors. So now I'm going to pull out my photos, and this photo is going to stay a 4x6, and it is going to overlap onto the khaki colored dotted Swiss. I cut down the other landscape photo to a 4x4, and then I'm going to mat the photo of Christopher and I. But to do that, I end up getting a 6x6 piece of paper, and I trimmed down my photo to 5.5 by 4. And what that allows me to do is use a 6x6 piece of paper. I just trim down that 6x6 piece of paper to 6x4.5. And then that gives me this great thick photo mat. So ultimately I decided to have my photo mat span all 3 pieces of vertical paper. And that is meaning the khaki, the red, and the blue, and the white floral. Now I have to get this green color in here because it is on my flare badge up there in the upper left-hand corner, and I figured that this green card would be a perfect way to add that green color onto the layout. So I'm going to go ahead and use a doily up here. Carina has some round shapes on her layout, but I did not want to cut out round paper, so I went ahead with that doily. I also am repeating the khaki color by using this sticker banner, and it wasn't long enough for my purposes, so I just went ahead and cut it, or tore it, and then I'm going to use the large flare badge to span that gap. So go ahead and get that on there like that. And now it is going to, now this layout is basically done, and I got to figure out some finishing touches. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing just yet, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to add the red a little bit up here, so it has that little peeking through. I'll add some red down here, and I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking the little pops of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out these Studio 40 die cut words. These are older, and then I figure that the word happy will be perfect. I grab my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, which is my absolute favorite liquid adhesive, and I go ahead and put it down there for where the title is. So now I'm like, okay, this layout could be done, but I need more. Like, I need some more decoration. I need something. So I pull out my big old jar of white Prima flowers, which is almost gone. Fun fact, that's exciting. I used up all my white Prima flowers, went to a retreat, and then kind of picked up a big old tub of them off the give and take table. So I'm almost through them, which is super, super exciting. So I grabbed some different shaped flowers, and I put 2 on either side of this larger flare badge, and then I have 3 up here at the top. And I think that the flowers just add, you know, a little bit of fun and a little bit of whimsy to this layout, where it was just very straightforward before. So I'm going to put centers in every single flower. I'm going to use a larger brad for this larger flower and then smaller brads for the smaller flowers. Now I am pulling out coordinating colors that I think go with what I already have here on the layout. I'm also using my We Are Memory Keepers pokey tool. Now this is a fantastic tool. It has a pokey end on one side and then kind of this triangular end on the other side that you can separate the brad tines with. My friend Sharon got this for me. Funny story about this little pokey tool. I had received it in the mail and put it someplace special so I wouldn't lose it, and it was so special I couldn't find it for a couple months. But now it lives right in front of me on my desk, so it's always handy when I'm scrapbooking, and that really, really works for me. So I've got some darker blue brads. I've got the multicolored brad. That brad down there on the bottom of the flower is a green and blue arrow, and I figured that that would point out to the word happy. Now I'm also putting washi tape on the back of my layout because I have to cover my brad tines, because when I pull my layouts in and out of page protectors when I'm placing them, I don't want them to get ruined. Now that is going to do it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on the hop, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow's layout brings. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.